Thanks for showing up, everybody. This is Attack Radio live on Friday. And you are correct when you say that their team is the only source for all the stuff we care about. What's up, everybody? I'm Olivia Munn.
I am not Kevin Pereira.
Wait, you're not?
No,
Wait.
I'm not Kevin Pereira.
Okay, let me just test this out.
All right.
Do you or do you not hate fat people?
No, I like fat people.
Okay, you are not Kevin Pereira.
That's why. That's
you
the
are not
test.
Kevin Pereira.
I passed the fat litmus test. I'm at your service. We're coming to you live, of course, from the G4 studios right here in Los Angeles.
And you're Chris Hardwick.
I am Chris Hardwick.
Yes.
Well, I just said that, and my name came up on the screen.
In case people weren't reading, for
That's
the blind.
true. Our viewers are smart. They can multitask.
On the show today, Lost Revelation.
No spoilers. I haven't watched it yet. It's on my TiVo. Don't. No.
Okay, so
No.
don't worry. You're going to
Okay.
be safe for now. And
Did
you
I
guys
forget
at
too
home
much?
who don't want to know, just wait. But later in Around the Net, we will talk about what happened in the season finale. And I'm not revealing anything. We're going to also reveal a new Lost Octagon ARG that's recruiting people for Comic-Con. Plus, this Saturday, Fight Night. CBS mixed martial arts in prime time. And Allison Hinslow has a preview from ringside. From learning some badass moves to talking with some of MMA's biggest stars, including Robbie Lawler and American Gladiator Gina Carano. Today, we have got your bloodthirst fix.
Wow, son of Jerry Lawler. That's awesome. Also, hold on to your hats that you're wearing while you watch the
got
show.
it.
Because we're reviewing gadgets. Today, we're looking at the new Toshiba notebook that has dual 200 gig hard drives and 3 gigs of RAM. Plus, we're going to tell you if it's worth your hard-earned dreams. And then, we have a special treat. It seems that Playboy has asked some girls from around the United States to submit YouTube videos so the public can vote for the next centerfold. So, in Women of the Web, we're going to rake our favorite amateurs, and we'll do just about anything to get naked for half.
Yes. I promised yesterday that I have some video today.
What?
Of my own.
What?
Maybe.
Damn!
Maybe. But before we get to the business, we would like to introduce a very, very special guest today.
That's right. Now, Johnny had Ed McMahon. You don't know who that is because you're young, but Conan had Andy.
Yeah.
You don't even know who that is. But Laverne had Shirley. But right now, we'd like to introduce Attack of the Show's couch sidekick.
That's right. Alf was booked, so we have our backup. He is the co-founder of Apple Computer, and he is officially joining the AOTS team today. Here he is, Steve Wozniak!
Hey, Steve, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, I'm ready to laugh. Let's do it.
All right.
We're
Yeah.
thrilled that you're joining us today, Woz. In the meantime, I want to run down the top 5 things on the web.
That's what the kids call around the net. It's Good Friday energy. We begin today with the sport of cycling and the dramatic finish to stage 11 of the Giro d'Italia in Pinerolo, Italia. Grazie,
What?
grazie.
Someone speaks Italy?
Un po' di italiano, sì, I speak Italy.
That's amazing. The
I'll
very
make love to your pasta. The tubed pasta.
The very first bicycle appeared in 19th century Europe, and it was followed by the first bicycle crash only a few minutes later.
You can see a rider coming up there very quickly there in the yellow. It's a rider from Team Tinkoff. Then all of a sudden, he just touches his brakes there and he's gone down. And then once the crash and the noise, it's like an ice rink for these riders. They just cannot keep upright. I very rarely see anything like this at all.
Well, it's almost like belly dancing in slow motion here as the rider's going down, just sliding on the foam of those left before them. And because of that, you see, rider just clouted the bike there, and the bike hits him on the head.
Wow, I bet, yeah, it's worth it. But I bet, watching that, I bet after skidding across the pavement, those riders regret the decision to wear those revealing skin-tight clothes.
I know I regret their decision to wear that clothing.
And at number 4 today, guys, is some frightening kitchen documentary footage that really should have made its way onto planet Earth.
Now, in the wild, there is a particular species of giant evil hornet that basically dominates the countryside and completely enslaves other insects to do their bidding. But they've never actually been seen before.
Until one flew into a kitchen and was trapped by a brave British housewife.
Blimey.
Okay, here we have just about the biggest, most frightening wasp I think I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, oh my God.
No, everyone remain calm. The situation is completely under control. This species of the Asian giant hornet is especially dangerous because, as you can see, she's only half Asian. Who knows what else is in that diabolical DNA cocktail? Now, I caught her while she was hovering around some form of Asian Asian soda can. I'm very allergic, so we just have to wait until she calms down. By the way, this has been the highlight of my day.
Chris, you better get me out of here.
I can't hear you, Hornet.
Chris,
Coming in at Express 3 today is a virtuoso musical performance of an extremely difficult song that is guaranteed to make you want to tear your pants off. Well, of course, it wasn't being. You guys hear something? It's loud and grating. Just watch the thing. Yeah.
I'm very impressed with that. Was that the Bayan, the chromatic Russian accordion named after the epic bard Boyan?
I think so.
That is my favorite instrument. I love it.
How did you get out of the glass, Talking Hornet?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Evil!
Remember, guest host.
Wow, keep me in my place. It's hot.
Today's number 2 comes to us from the Tokyo Dome, where the Yomiuri Giants hosted the Rakuten Eagles on May 28th. Mariah Carey was a very special guest at the game and got to throw out the first pitch.
Emphasis on the special of that guest.
Yeah.
One of the differences between Japan and the U.S. is that we know Mariah Carey and baseball go together like Iraq and fun.
Oh.
So it's no surprise that this happened.
日本テレビ野球中継のイメージソング「ラビニューロングタイム」を歌う世界の歌姫マライア・キャリーさんによる始球式。キャッチャーはクルーンが務めまして、実にセクシーな衣装でこの始球式、ファンから
Wow. That was bad even for Japanese baseball.
Kind of an epic fail in my opinion.
Mariah's arm may have choked, but those boobs don't fail. What do you think about that, Steve?
Zing, zang, zong.
Oh, Steve!
High five, Steve.
Come on over, Steve.
You can't come over. It's okay.
All right, just stay on the couch.
Finally, at number 1, last night on ABC, the 2-hour season finale of Lost dropped.
Sweet bleeding cheese! No! I have not watched this yet. It's on my TiVo.
Okay.
I've been watching it all season.
All
Please.
right. Well, Chris, you and the audience have T-5 and counting before I start talking about this. Are you ready?
Okay.
5.
Let me get mentally
4,
prepared.
3, 2, 1. Seriously? Spoiler alert. Please, you guys at home, if you don't want to hear this, mute your set and look away if you don't want to know 2 shocking things that happened last night. I'm starting now. First, they mentioned it in previous episodes, but last night, Ben Linus moved the island. Exactly how did he do it? And where the island jumped to won't be known until the show returns in 2009. And maybe not even then. But I'm going further. The bigger shock was a revelation. Are you good, Chris? Chris, you good? You good?
I can't hit.
Everybody at home, I've got one more.
Hello,
The
Mr.
revelation
Knight.
of the corpse
What
in
are
the
you doing
coffin.
hanging there?
Season 4 opened with
You're
a
not
sealed
talking about
casket,
Lost.
and last night a drunken Jack Shepherd opened
No! I just heard drunken. No.
the box and revealed John Lost. Now there are even more questions. How did he get off the island? How did he die?
Nobody died.
Lost fans went to bed confused and woke with news that an alternate reality game will debut at this year's San Diego Comic-Con. So keep jumping. Here's a peek at the recruitment video that was produced on behalf of the Dharma Initiative. Okay, Chris, you're good.
Octagon Global Recruiting will be in San Diego, California, July 24th through the 27th. We're seeking volunteers to assist in a range of unpaid positions. Explore the possibilities with Octagon Global Recruiting. For more information, go to octagonglobalrecruiting.com.
Not listening to things is very taxing.
Yes.
Lost won't be the only mysterious thing at Comic-Con. Those ravers wearing animal suits are going to be lurking around, too. Yeah!
What did they do to you? What did they do to you?
I can't talk about it without getting really excited. To get your daily viral fix and check out all the viral videos we have to offer, of course you know, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
And you guys don't forget to catch tonight's 10 o'clock show. I catch it every night, featuring ATN After Hours with exclusive videos. Tonight we're going nautical. They say anything looks good after being on the sea for a few months, but this bathing suit beauty has brains to go with her big old boobies.
Yeah, sexy lady on a boat, cleaning off the deck.
That's hot.
Wait, keep going.
Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley and the feed headlines.
What? Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, Comcast is the latest victim of a massive attack by hackers. Plus, China won't have to buy their iPhones on the black market anymore. It's finally going legit. And the WWF caught the rarest rhino in the world on camera. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
Sexy lady on a boat.
Sexy lady on a boat.
Cleaning off the deck. Yeah, I've been writing it for years. So I'm just glad that there was a video to go with it. Yeah, that's right.
Check them out.
Still ahead in Gadgetron, we're reviewing a Toshiba notebook that has 3 gigs of RAM and HD graphics that make mobile gaming exceptionally easy.
I heard this is kind of impossible.
No, it's true. Well, it's possible.
Plus, in Women of the Web, we're looking at Playboy's Call to Arms, where girls posted amateur videos of themselves on YouTube. I might be one of them. All in the hopes of being a centerfold.
That's right, and Allison Hayslip visits the set of MMA's first primetime event, which occurs this Saturday. She learns some brutal moves and talks with some of the sport's biggest names, including Robbie Lawler. So stay freaking tuned.
Hey, let me go back to Steve. Steve Wallace, take us out, huh?
Steve.
Don't go anywhere. Attack of the Show will be right back.
Around the Net is presented by the U.S. Navy. Navy. Accelerate your life.
Oh, sorry.
We don't have copyright to that song,
So we were just
we
sing-
sing
we were
it
mouthing
for
it.
ourselves. It's time for the only news you need to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present The Feed.
Intended here in Hollywood.
The Feed with Layla Cayley.
All right, guys, let's get right to it. G4's parent company, Comcast, was the latest victim of a massive attack by hackers. The Comcast web portal was down for a few hours, and the front page was replaced with a message saying that cryogenics defiant and EBK had rocks Comcast. Now, they also gave shout-outs to their friends. Meanwhile, Comcast subscribers were stranded without email, news, or technical support for several hours. In an anonymous interview with Wired, 2 of the hackers said they were astonished at how much attention their antics received from the press, and now they're scared that they're going to be arrested. All right, we've told you how popular and expensive the iPhone is on the black market in China, and now we'll see if that changes once the phone hits the legitimate marketplace. Hutchinson Telecom has made a deal with Apple to bring the iPhone to Hong Kong and Macau in the next couple of months. It's not clear whether China will be getting the 2G model or the all but confirmed 3G model, but either way, existing customers Hutchison will be the first to be able to buy them before they're available to the general population. Now, the FCC is considering making broadband internet access free. The plan would require the winner of the 25 megahertz part of the spectrum to offer free wireless internet access to most Americans within the next few years. Basically, people who are willing to pay for faster internet service using the other parts of the spectrum would subsidize the slightly slower free wireless. But proving that there's no such thing as a free lunch, there would be restrictions on the free area. Anyone using it for their wireless internet would not be allowed to look at pornographic or obscene material. Boo. The FCC just needs to figure out how to define obscene. This could take a while. And finally, the WWF has caught the rarest species of rhino on tape. Researchers use specifically designed video cameras to capture footage of the Javan rhino in the jungles of Southeast Asia. The images recorded show a mother and child rhino approaching the camera. The mother rhino takes one look at the equipment and immediately charges at it. She destroyed everything. The WWF said they're not at all upset about losing the camera because there are fewer than 60 Javan rhinos left in the wild. So to them, getting this rare footage was worth the risk to their equipment. All right, guys, that's it for today. But before I go, I'm going to give a big shout out to the kids of Whitley High. And don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. Have a great weekend, guys. I'm Layla Cayley, and you've just been fed. Thanks, Layla. Now let's check in with Morgan to see what X-Play has coming up.
Thanks, guys. Coming up tonight, we've got the brand new trailer from Ubisoft for the just announced Shaun White snowboarding. The game is set to hit the 360, PS3, and the Wii this winter, and will even take advantage of the newly released balance board. Plus, we review the ultra bloody new MMO that finally could make a dent in World of Warcraft. Age of Conan has a great combat system, an M rating, and plenty of action. We think you'll like it. Plus, we've got a brand new edition of Made in Japan, which features the scandalous cosplay photography of Camera Kozo. And finally, X-Play has the world premiere trailer for The King of Kong 2. Forget kill screens, the whole world is on the brink of extinction. Well, we've got all of that and more at 8. Back to you.
Thanks. Thanks, Morgan. You guys still ahead. In Gadgetron, we review a 15-inch Toshiba notebook that has an Intel Core 2 processor, and it really makes mobile gaming easy.
Yeah, that's right. Later in Women of the Web, we're looking at regular girls who posted themselves on YouTube, all in the hopes of being in Playboy.
I like the first one.
Stay with us. Oh, Snoobs.
The feed is presented by Gillette Body Wash. Unleash the power of your shower.
Welcome back to the show. It's time to hear from you in the army of monitor heads with your video viewer mail.
Let's see who we have today. Roll it.
I have a question for Olivia. How much money would your co-host have to pay you to perform a lesbian cat bath with Hillary Duff?
Okay, well, it depends. Is this a one-off, or will I be required to make personal appearances with Hillary for a certain amount of time? And then the other question is, will anyone be recording it? And if so, first and foremost, I get approval over the final edit. Everybody knows that. Plus, will it be shot on film or video? Because if it is video, that's covered by After, which has signed a tentative agreement with producers that will give me residuals on any internet broadcast, new media. You guys know that thing. But SAG, which covers film, hasn't reached an agreement yet, and if a strike happens, I just really won't feel comfortable crossing the picket line. You know, even if we do decide to go forward.
I don't think that's what I don't think that's what he meant. I don't think that's what that strange person meant. That is not me.
Well, how would you know what he meant?
I don't know. I'm just very intuitive that way. I just feel people in a way that I'm not them.
Because he did look like you.
No, no. Let's move on with more of the show. Fun show.
Okay. But I answered that honestly, just so you know.
That was a good answer.
Thank you.
And duly noted.
Thank you. Now, I have a simple formula for you guys. The tech companies make things. We review those things. Gadgetron happens right now.
What small Asian fits nicely in your lap and will last for hours before running out of juice, all for $1,200?
Are we still talking about Gadgetron?
Sure, we can talk about the new Toshiba laptop if you like. Toshiba is known for their affordable laptops, and they have finally graced us with one of many powerful portables, like the A305 notebook. This 15-incher has an Intel Core 2 Duo processor, 3 gigs of RAM, DVD label flash burner, and dual 200 gig hard drives. The Radeon HD 3650 graphics engine makes mobile gaming a cinch, and Draft N Wi-Fi ensures connectivity at any access point. Pick one of these bad boys up for 1,250 bones.
All right, I'm very excited about this one because it seems like it has a lot, and I know that around the office we use a lot of Toshiba laptops, and this one really seems like it's a big improvement in design over the other ones. Now, what have they added to make it so awesome, and what do you like about it?
I actually like it. It's actually pretty stylish. It only weighs about 6 pounds.
Yeah.
It's 1.5 inches thick. It feels
pretty lightweight,
a little plasticky, but the entire thing is covered with a high gloss design that actually not only classes up the whole machine, but on the downside, it's kind of a fingerprint magnet. But I will say that I think it's pretty similar to the Alienware design, which I like a lot. The trackpad is completely tactile, and since it's flush with the case, it has a rough texture so you know when you're using it. You don't even have to look down. It's awesome, and the keyboard is very well spaced out. And I even like the font on the keys.
Well, what font would that be?
I don't know. It's awesome computer font.
It is
1.
great. Now, I want to ask you about the performance because that's probably the most important thing.
That's what people like in a computer.
Yeah,
is performance.
Well, so what is it like?
2 words: really snappy.
What does that mean?
3 gigs of RAM, dual 200 gigabyte hard drives that make video and photo editing really easy on a completely budget machine. The ATI Radeon HD 3650 graphics card has 512 megs of memory, so it can handle some pretty intense games like Call of Duty 4. Plus, it doesn't crash as much since it's not an NVIDIA and Vista. Damn!
Hey, Waz.
Yeah, the Intel Core Duo is 2.1 gigahertz, so this really compares with a good desktop.
Okay, so you don't need to add like more memory into it. It seems like it has a lot.
No. It's got everything you need. It's a completely good bargain.
Now I want to ask, did they include any like great software, other features that really make this like a
there is plenty of software, Olivia Munn. They include, I counted like 18 trial software things on the desktop when it first loaded up, which is I think is pretty annoying.
Open it up and
you open it up, and then when the home screen comes up, it's just on the desktop. It's just like 18 solicitations for stuff, which is kind of annoying. That is annoying, but
you have to take them to the trash.
You have to get rid of them yourself. Yeah, but for $1,200, it's not bad. Also, the Harman Kardon speakers pack a serious punch, and it was really good. And Sleep and Charge will charge your USB-powered devices when the computer is off, Olivia. I am telling you the truth. We have the technology. It's right here.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
You.
No, it's true.
I believe you.
Why would I lie about that?
Oh, no, now I believe you.
I'd be a sad little man if I did.
You. So now I believe you.
Good, excellent. Well, we reached an agreement.
Great. So I want to ask you, $1,200, $1,250, I want to be exact. Is it a good deal?
I think it's absolutely a good deal. I mean, for everything you get, you can game with it. You can, 400 gigs internal memory.
Do you think that this is lightweight enough that like you would take on the plane with you and stuff? I feel like it is. It's lighter than my MacBook.
6 pounds. You can't bring that on this plane.
Well, now
with rising fuel costs.
I'm using the ThinkPad right now, and then there's also the MacBook Air, and those are extremely light. So it's like now I'm getting used to them being lighter, but this one is lighter than my MacBook Air.
You don't have any drives or anything on your MacBook Air.
No, but I'm not using the MacBook Air. I'm using the ThinkPad from Lenovo.
Well, I'm going to use the Toshiba from Toshiba. There's no downside.
Are you getting paid to say that? Because I'm not.
No, I'm not. Remember, for even more of the latest news on computers and tech, check out g4tv.com/thefeed.
Okay, I have to say something to you, Chris. I've been holding in. No offense, which means I'm about to offend you.
Well, I'm already offended, yeah.
But if there is one guy in the house, which means the studio, who knows about tech,
it's
got to be...
me.
No. The co-founder of Apple, Woz, our new sidekick.
Okay, I got to give it up for Woz. Yeah, Woz. Woz, what do you think about that Toshiba notebook?
All I can say is I'm ready for some pie. Am I right, Olivia?
Oh, Steve. You say the craziest things.
Zing, zang, zong.
Wow.
High five. Time now to run down some future tech that will help us in the coming horrible robotic apocalypse. Let's attack this. Just wait there, and after the show, we'll get something to eat. Hey, starting things off is Lacosse's idea of what tennis will be like in the year 2083. In honor of their 75th anniversary, the company launched a site to describe the kind of apparel they plan to release in 75 years. Players will wear white body armor, use rackets that emit powerful magnetic fields, and see-through face masks that display important game information. But Lacoste might be a little too optimistic about our future athleticism. If anything, robots will probably be playing our sports for us. Quote me. Now, ever since Iron Man, mechanical exosuit concepts have been all the rage. Take, for instance, the Deus Ex Machina. Now, if you've ever seen that old cartoon, The Centurions, this might look a little familiar to you. The suit is designed to act as a transformable vehicle. When the user leans forward, the suit's pneumatic muscles place him in a motorcycle riding position, allowing him to drive comfortably with the mechanical assistance. The electric vehicle runs at a top speed of 75 miles per hour. We don't know if yelling, "Power Extreme!" will activate it or not, but we'll find out and let you know. Now, assuming the future still has trees, probably won't, there will probably still be forest fires. Now, luckily, we'll have robots to save the day. The forest fire prevention robot is a beastly machine wielding 2 massive buzzsaws to cut clear paths around fires while the 2 extra arms stack the logs for later use. You could probably use it to battle other robots or extraterrestrial threats as well, but it'll most likely be used to tear down what's left of the rainforest. We need the wood. For every robot meant to destroy, there should be one meant for rebuilding. Meet the forest fire robot's friendlier brother, the disaster relief robot. Meant for large-scale disasters, this robot can be found helping cities damaged by earthquakes or hurricanes. With its 4 arms, the robot can clean up wreckage, support and dismantle unstable structures, or possibly aid in the reconstruction of buildings. It's not nearly as menacing looking as its red and black counterpart. It kind of looks like a really big Robo-Sapien. Hopefully, WowWee will pick up on that soon. You guys head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all this Robotech and more. And remember, when the robots all start violating Rule 1 and rise up to revolt, don't say I didn't warn you.
Mixed martial arts have come up from back alleys to become a billion-dollar franchise. Hey, kitten. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? You stalking me.
Now MMA has finally become mainstream enough to be primetime. This Saturday, CBS will show a tournament.
To preview the big event, Allison Hayslip went down to CBS Studios to learn a few of the moves and talk with some of the biggest names in the sport, including Robbie Lawler, Jerry Lawler's kid. Here's Allison with the chokehold.
Allison Hayslip here on the CBS lot, where CBS and the world of MMA are announcing a primetime event that is going to change the world of fighting forever. It's Elite XC Saturday Night Fights. Brace yourself, guys, because it's going to get rough. In 1993, mixed martial arts, or MMA, exploded onto the scene as a premier full-contact sport. What started out as small but brutal competitions spawned multi-stadium pay-per-view events. To get in on the action required throwing down some major cash to at least see it on cable. That's all about to change.
is the first time an A network is ever doing something like this in prime time. We're on CBS on May 31st. You will see a first-class sports production of MMA that I think no one has yet to see, and we plan to build on that and continue to build on it and deliver amazing content.
The best fighters themselves, they'll become household names.
And this guy is destined for stardom.
3 of MMA's biggest and baddest were on hand to promote CBS's Fight Night. The infamous Kimbo Slice, Robbie Lawler, and American Gladiator Gina Carano.
From the back streets to the front streets, from the front streets to Main Street.
What kind of training do you have to do to be the MMA champion?
A lot of hard work, running, lifting, grappling, wrestling, working out every day.
Who are you fighting in this match?
I'm fighting Scott Smith. He's out of California, and he's a pretty good opponent.
Any secret inside information on how you're going to take him out?
I need to move around and make sure I keep him in front of me and not get punched.
Talk to me about how you got into MMA.
I came from Muay Thai. I've been over across seas, Thailand, fought there twice. And then I just made the transition. I got the first offer to fight in Nevada for the first sanctioned MMA bout.
Oh, and there's a right hand that dropped.
We also know and love you from American Gladiator. Tell us about your experiences on that show.
It's helped me out because I'm kind of a little bit shyer, so it's kind of brought me out and made me more comfortable in front of larger crowds, which is very important for me because my anxiety just gets to me sometimes.
Can you guys show me anything that won't cause me severe bodily injury or death?
You might just pass
The
out.
rear naked?
It's a choke.
I think I need to see the rear naked.
I'd come in, I'd put your back. See, I put these called my hooks. See, my legs are inside, so you can't escape now. There's nowhere for you to go.
Okay.
Then I come across, my hand as deep as I can, and I slide the other one here.
We're
I
cuddling.
squeeze my arms in. Yeah.
It's not cuddling
I'll just choke you. I'll choke you very light. So I'm nice since you're a girl. And I go.
Oh my God!
See how your ear starts cutting off?
Yes, I noticed how my hair started cutting off. Forget boxing. If you want to taste of real fighting, MMA is visceral, intense, and finally ready for prime time. So make sure you tune into CBS and don't turn away, wuss.
Ooh.
P.S. That guy accidentally got Allison pregnant in that chokehold. We can't wait for the main event. It's everybody's favorite YouTube street fighter, Kimbo Slice versus James Thompson, and it's live.
Oh, that's going to be amazing. CBS's Elite XC Saturday Night Fights begin tomorrow at 9 p.m. Make sure to check it out.
But it's time now to check in with our lovable couch sidekick and Apple founder, Steve Wozniak, and hear what he likes to watch on the TV.
So, Woz, we just saw some brutal MMA fighting. How'd you like that?
Well, that was great. But what's really great is Code Monkeys, which is returning to G4 for Season 2. I'm a big fan for real. I co-founded Apple Computer, so I know what I'm talking about. The animated comedy of 8-bit proportions is being hailed by the New York Times as an arcade game with a potty mouth. It centers around 1980s video game company Gameavision and the dysfunctional programmers Dave and Jerry. Catch all the raunchy moments of the critically acclaimed Code Monkeys. It starts June 1st, only on G4. I've said my piece.
That man knows what he's talking about. You can tell by the commitment of his read.
That's right. Woz has a billion reasons why we should listen to him, and we all should act like him too. So stay out of the sun and watch all new episodes of Code Monkeys Season 2 starting this Sunday at 7 p.m. And catch a free episode available now on Xbox Live. It's a video game console. Coming up, we have a special amateur Playboy edition, Don't Move, of Women of the Web. We're ranking women who basically posted themselves naked on YouTube Peer Press app. I'll switch out.
But before we go, let's check out a clip from Code Monkeys where the Gameavision staff let's actually go through psychological evaluations to keep their insurance. And Black Steve reveals that he has anger issues. You're doing great. You're doing really great.
Okay.
Hey there. What is up, Black Steve?
Word your mother. Good f***ing grief.
I bet you can kick this football really far, Black Steve.
Is that right, Juicy?
Ow! What did you do that for?
You think just because I'm black I'm an athlete? That's what I think of your damn football. Now get got before I sick my dog on you. Isn't that right, Hoopty?
Wow, Black Steve, you the bomb.
Good f***ing grief.
searching for the 55th anniversary Playmates.
Feast your eyes on the ladies that are auditioning for the chance to spoon with Hef.
This week, we're going to take our favorite segment into a new direction. While cruising the web, we discovered that Playboy magazine is using the power of YouTube to pick its latest Playboy Playmates. And we thought we'd go along for the ride and count down our favorites so far. Getting us started at number 10 is Sheila Lindell. The 21-year-old has already been featured on Playboy's BustyBabes.com. She has a wide array of interests, but there is one hobby in particular that she is most passionate about.
I like to go tanning.
Number 9 is Hooters waitress Agnieszka. More than just a pretty face, she also speaks Polish, German, and English. This allows her the freedom to work in Hooters restaurants all over the world. Number 8 is Claudia. At 27, she's a sage and wise young woman with a degree in broadcast journalism. But she's also found time outside of her preferred field since graduating to pick up some other skills.
I play a mean game of 1-and-1.
Checking in at 7 is 24-year-old Michelle Loomis. Hailing from Oregon, the Native American beauty is also an avid painter. Look at the brush technique she displays in her submission video. In at number 6 is Mandy Mascaro. At 31 years old, she's a bit older than some of the other girls, but she's a gamer.
I like playing video games like BioShock.
We're down with that. It wouldn't be Playboy without someone named Barbie. And number 5 is Barbie Boswell. At 6 feet tall and 135 pounds, she's the lanky one of the group. This registered nurse has a one-track mind.
Love NASCAR. Love fast cars. Love race cars. Love racing.
Barbie Boswell segues nicely into Carlotta Champagne, so she's our number 4. Carlotta is a fan of all things burlesque, and she shows off some of her skills in her video. Number 3, Michelle Panzarella is cute and all, but she spends too much time in her video talking about her husband and kids.
I drop my kids at school. I pick them up.
We like our bunnies much more unattached. Number 2 is twice as good with twins Aaron and Sarah holding it down. The 20-year-old twins are prepared to bear it all together, which is kind of creepy, but they make a pretty good case to select them.
Pick us.
And our favorite of the Playboy submissions is Ashton Varengia. Her unfortunate name aside, the future doctor loves to golf. She also likes jumping on a trampoline in her bikini, and we love that about her. Those are our top 10 submissions, but make sure to check out Playboy Casting's YouTube page for more Bunny Magazine hopefuls. For more Women of the Web, go to g4tv.com/AOTS and subscribe to the Women of the Web podcast. Now, you guys, give me a second.
Hear her out.
Look. Once again, Nancy Pelosi is overlooked. Hey, Nancy, where's that video you showed me, huh? Don't be ashamed.
I'll tell you something. I'm glad you mentioned that because Hurl's coming.
What?
Yeah, that's right. So you see this laptop? We're going to use it as a window into your mind.
That's right. Time to start the virtual audience powered by Stickcam. All right, first up, earlier in the feed, we talked about the iPhone finally making its way to Hong Kong to be sold legally. So I'm going to start with Eddie619. Do you think this deal was made once Apple saw how much money was actually being made on the black market?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a huge market over there, and they just want to take advantage of it. I mean, they get 1% of the market, and they're making millions upon millions.
Yeah, Eddie, did you actually, let me ask another guy. Can I ask another dude?
Ask Mac Morg.
Let's ask Mac Morg. All right, I'm literally pulling Mac Morg. And there he is. Mac Morg, do you think, do you see Apple, did Apple see a big score and move in on it, or what?
They're not stupid. They know which side the bread is buttered. If you can't beat them, join them. I mean, they're not going to miss out on that loot.
Wow, you're like a 30s gangster. They know that bread's buttered.
But that's exactly right, because, they were saying that black marketed iPhones were getting sold for like 2 or 3 times their worth. So
exactly.
You know what? if people are buying them, then let's just, sell them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but also because those consumers have those phones, that sort of ruins the market for Apple, who's going to go in there and everyone, a lot of the top layer of the market already has the phones.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to move on to the next question. Today on Women of the Web, we showed you our picks for the Playboy YouTube search for Playmates. Now I'm going to ask Vigo, the Carpathian.
It's a Ghostbusters 2 reference. Not even number 1. What's up, dude?
All right. Well, please don't, berate our. What's that dial? Do you guys hear that dial tone?
No, I don't hear anything.
Okay, well,
Are you having a stroke? Do you smell toast?
Okay, well, I'm going to ask Vigo the Carpathian. Do you want girls from the internet in Playboy instead of the usual Playmate models?
It doesn't matter to me. Either way, I get some entertainment.
Let's see your other hand, Vigo. There it is.
Don't worry, Kevin. I'm not doing that on TV.
Oh, hey, Vigo.
My name is Chris.
Wait, can we get?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I know. Yes, they're white with gelled hair and they wear T-shirts.
Yep, that's us.
So do you, Vigo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to ask somebody else. I was going to ask you a question.
You don't even know, though, is like when they get more views just on YouTube than being in Playboy, that's what confuses me.
No, Playboy has a really high, everybody gets it. I think they have it just sent to their house now.
Everybody gets it.
Everybody. A lot of people get it.
A Playboy in every mailbox. I think that was Hillary's platform, right?
Yeah. I think that they have a really, what's the word,
bread.
Yes, they have a lot of bread.
All right.
Now, I'm going to ask Eddie, 619, first of all, how stupid is Vigo that he doesn't know that this is Chris and not Kevin?
Excellent question.
Okay.
All right, Vigo. I think actually the hat is twisted to the part of the head.
Let's go back to Mac Morg. Isn't Vigo stupid that he didn't know that this is Chris?
Well, let's move on to Eddie. How come when we talked to Eddie, he didn't have any response to Vigo's?
Yeah, why is Eddie so stupid?
Well, how could you not know the Hardwick man? Come on.
I know!
Well, we're going to go back to Eddie for a response to Mac Morg's attack.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Eddie?
My phone wasn't working. It's still not working.
Okay, I'm done talking to you. I don't like that. I'm going to go, there's Mac Morg. The only competent one on virtual audience, by the way. Now, I'm going to ask you the final question. How would you feel if your girlfriend came up to you and said she was going to pose on YouTube to try to get into Playboy?
Personally, I would hand out signed copies of her centerfold to every person I walked into the street.
Oh, you creepy manager boyfriend.
Yeah, that's who you are.
Creepy manager boyfriend. Mac Morg, please join my agency. I will get you in Playboy.
All right.
Must recharge with batteries.
Well, thanks, Chris.
I am Mac Morg.
All right, you guys. Virtual audience, fail, except for Mac Morg. But right now, let's go back to the couch and check in with our cuddly sidekick. You know, the one who founded Apple?
Goodbye.
You're going to Wise. Go to Wise.
Wise, come on. What do you think? Do you think the last guy's answer was any good?
Yeah, he probably still uses Windows.
Oh, Steve! Looking good!
Bonus! Look, I don't want to do this, okay? Because I don't think that 2 of those 3 deserved it. But everyone who weighed in today's topics gets a copy of King of Kong on DVD.
That's right. Me, Kevin Pereira, is going to be handing these out to everyone who was in virtual audience. So congratulations.
That's right. You don't look Portuguese.
No.
Well, thanks for nothing, virtual audience.
You did it again. Okay, now Hurl's coming. G4's summer schedule is so jam-packed, you're going to want to stay out of the sun because our newest original series, Hurl, is inspired by those outrageous virals you've seen all over the webs.
That's right. Hurl combines competitive speed eating with intense physical challenges, all designed to shake up the competitors, literally. It's an eating contest with an extreme sports chaser. So just relax, let go, and Hurl, coming this July only on G4.
But still ahead, we epic fail a Red Sox security guard. It's brutal, it's violent, and it's coming up next. Stay tuned.
Thanks for being here, Kevin. Chris. Chris.
You can call me Kevin.
Hey guys, with radio features in Grand Theft Auto, I can't help but imagine having something like Sirius in the car as you're driving around. How cool would it be to listen to Howard Stern while you just drive around the city?
Well, there, Wesley Weird Word.
Serious employer.
I'll tell you, yes, honestly, you know what I think would be more awesome? Having sex with a woman. I don't know. That's I don't know. I just think that would be really awesome. But if you want to have...
it is cool cross-platform for Sirius to go into the video game and have it, somehow tied in so it's live Howard Stern going while you're playing GTA.
I wonder if that viewer works for Sirius or not. That was weirdly coincidental.
But still, good question.
Why can't people eat Doritos in the Grand Theft Auto? I do not work for Doritos.
Now it's time for your daily dose
Doritos
of unsuccessful.
Oh yes, we're heading to the house that Fail built, Fenway Park.
Did you build it?
No, I didn't. The sock. No, she meant that in a loving way.
I meant
She has
that
an
to
intense
Kevin.
crush.
You're not Kevin.
You think I'm Kevin too. The Sox may have reversed the curse, but the outfield of Fenway will always be center stage for errors.
That's right. Like this fan who ran onto the field at a recent home game. Nice.
2 words, wicked pisser.
Wicked epic fail.
Now, like... Okay, now like any attack of the show, we laughed a little, we cried a little, and we even learned something. What'd you think, Woz?
Hey, Woz.
Well, congratulations, everybody. We did it.
Yeah. Wow. You son of a bitch, I wasn't gonna do this!
Don't cry! We did do it, man. We did it together. You guys, let's just thank Woz for joining us today. Steve Woz,
A man amongst boys, one who's worth billions and smarter than you, Steve Wozniak, everybody. There he is, in his natural habitat on a Segway. I miss him already.
Bye, Steve!
Bye, Steve! Look out for them! Steve Wozniak is dead! Coming up next week on an all-new AOTS and Gadgetron, we're reviewing an affordable 8-megapixel Canon camera that can actually print your photos.
Steve Wozniak is not dead.
No, he's still very much alive and on a Segway.
And then in Tuesday, he's on a Segway up to San Francisco.
He's at Marie Callender's.
That's right. I love their pie.
So does he.
There's Stevie Tuesday. Chris Gore looks at the 2008 Cannes winner Control, the story of the late Joy Division frontman Ian Curtis.
Yes, and in WTF, we're profiling Ivan Muldak, the Eastern European band featured in Around the Net a while back. We're going to get the story behind their hit song, Josen Brazen.
You guys go to g4tv.com/AOTS for everything you saw today and more, plus tons of Kevin.
X-Play is next up. I'm Kevin Pereira. Good night.
Yes.
I love Steve Wozniak.
I love him too.
I love that guy.
You don't talk